This week, the Texas Legislature sent Governor Greg Abbott a bill that now makes it a state crime for a migrant to cross into Texas illegally.
The ACLU of Texas is now vowing to take the state to court, trying to block that. Political reporter Jack Fink spoke with those for and against the bill. And Jack, of course, you always tell us what they're saying.
Well, Nicole and Doug, Republican lawmakers have said they have to take action because the Biden administration isn't doing its job of keeping people from entering the U.S. But Democrats call the bill extreme, and the ACLU of Texas says it's unconstitutional because the state has no jurisdiction when it comes to immigration.
So this is a power that, by the very structure and nature of United States sovereignty, belongs with the federal government. There is no question.
Because of that, David Donati at the ACLU of Texas said he's confident his organization will win any legal challenge they file against the state of Texas. He told us there's another reason they want to sue the state.
So we have seen rampant civil rights abuses under this program, and with these new laws, we fully anticipate that these consequences are going to increase by an order of magnitude.
If apprehended by a state or county law enforcement officer, a person caught crossing into Texas illegally instead of going into a legal port of entry would face a Class B misdemeanor charge in the state. Democratic State Representative Victoria Nave Cavazos of Mesquite voted against the bill and said she's worried it will lead to widespread racial profiling.
That we are free to live in a nation and not be questioned about our citizenship. And that's what this bill is going to do. It is going to require an individual to prove whether they are a citizen, because that is a key element of this new crime.
But the author of the bill, Republican David Spiller of Jacksboro, told me earlier this month that this is not a show me your papers bill.
I want to make clear this is not a round everybody up that might be here illegally and prosecute them. That is not what this law is about. It wasn't before. It isn't now. Say that those folks are taking to an independent magistrate and determinations are made at that point after the magistrate gets involved and people are read their rights and they have the opportunity to counsel. They have the opportunity, all those things that we would normally have as citizens.
County leaders, including those in Dallas, have expressed concerns that this border bill will lead to crowded jails and increased costs. But Spiller said the state would pick up the tab. Nave Cavazos said this isn't the right solution.
We do have a crisis on the border. We do have issues on the border that need to be addressed, and we need bipartisan solutions, not extreme pieces of legislation or extreme attacks on our community.
No word when Governor Abbott will sign this measure. In Washington, D.C., a group of bipartisan U.S. senators is trying to hammer out an agreement on reforming the U.S. asylum laws in an attempt to end the crisis at the border. And those negotiations are going on, really, as we speak.
All right. Jack Fink, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jack. So border security is just one of the many topics that Jack is talking about in this week's edition of Eye on Politics. Join him for a new edition. Drop in tonight, 6 o'clock. It's streaming just for you on CBSNewsTexas.com.